my girlfriends wanted me to go to a USO dance with her, and my parents were not too much in favor of it, but finally they said, okay, I could go. And they would take a bus load of us girls to Fort Dix, New Jersey, which is just across the Delaware River from Philadelphia. So when I first got there, I went upstairs in the balcony to play checkers with one of the soldiers, and then the band started playing, and they were playing great music, and I love to dance. So I said, well, I want to go downstairs, on the main floor, because I wanted to dance. So we went down there, and I had one dance with that soldier. And when we stopped, the music stopped, and we stopped dancing, I was standing there, I was just kind of looking around, and I saw this tall, blonde, good-looking guy, not very far from me. And I had a feeling I'd met him before. I just had a feeling I knew him. And I thought, well, maybe he was in my graduation class from high school. It was such a large class that I couldn't possibly know everybody. But if I heard his name, and then maybe I'd remember, oh yeah, I saw it in the yearbook, So I walked over to him and I said, what's your name? And he said, what do you care? And I said, I don't. And I walked away.
Wow.
That was Dad?
Yes.
That's how we met.
How rude was he?
I know.
was so
I know. It's
I'm amazed that relationship went anywhere.
I am too. Well, anyway, during the evening then, he went down to the barracks and brought his buddies up to the dance, and they would dance with me, because etiquette at that time said you can't cut in right away after you dance with somebody. So he had the guys cut in, and then he could cut back in and dance with me.
Okay.
And so he wanted, at the end of the dance, he wanted to know my name and my address and all that. And I said, we're not allowed to give that information out.
No.
So anyway, he figured out I was with this girlfriend, and he asked her, and she told him my name and address. And so then I started getting phone calls from him all the time. And finally I said, all right. I thought, well, there's a Saturday night. I don't have anything else to do. I'll go out with him. Anyway, we went downtown on the noisy trolley car and the noisy subway. So we hardly had any chance to talk. When we got there, Tommy Dorsey and his band was playing in the intermission. They had two movies and they had an intermission. And so he was playing, and so the place was crowded. It was really packed because everybody wanted to see Tommy Dorsey. Anyway, we couldn't get seats together. I sat up front by myself, and he sat in the back somewhere.
Oh my goodness.
So when it was over, of course, he was waiting for me there at the door. And we went to Horn and Hard Arts, was a restaurant. We went there and had iced tea and lemon meringue pie.
That sounds.
And how much later did you marry him?
And
How many hours?
how many hours? No, we did not have to get married. We just wanted to anyway.
They didn't have.
That's not what I was. Thank you for the clarification.
I can clarify that even further.
just wanted to anyway.
Ireland? That's
We were
where
married 2 years and 3 months before we ever had our first child. There.
Oh.
So I didn't have to get married. But we just were in love and we wanted to, because we knew he'd be going overseas, which he did. Went overseas in the war there in Europe. So that's
How long was he away before you saw him again?
about a year.
Oh, he was gone for a year.
Just about a year. And
What a way to start a relationship.
Uh-huh.